Anyhow, greetings, book friends. So I'm gonna give a exclusive tour on here on my YouTube of my bookshelves, and also to show you how very small the room is where I have all my books, where I have all my hobby stuff. So very small. I am packing a lot into a small space, and I'm out of room, and more books are coming every day. So I'm kind of at a loss as to what we're gonna do. So maybe if I show you some stuff, you can give me some ideas. So anyways, let's do a brief scan of the room. Okay? That's just a little brief scan. This is my day bed. And I do use this day bed. I run very hot, so I have to sleep in a very cold room. And it got to the point where my husband was wearing sweatshirts and scullies to bed, and it just was not a good scene for him. So I actually sleep in here now, because I can keep the room at 59 degrees. Yes, I need it 59 degrees to sleep. Anyway, as you can see, the windows are open. Anywho, my biggest thing to get more room would have been to get rid of the day bed. Go back into the bedroom, get rid of the day bed. But I just, when you're a woman of a certain age, baby, listen, it's very important that you have a cool room to sleep in. So yeah, anyhow, let's go over some of the bookcases. I'll just show you this area first off. So in this corner, there is my reading chair, my little footstool. This is makeup. All this is makeup behind here. You can see. That's no makeup. So yeah, I'm into makeup too. So that's all makeup. And then behind me, this is where I do a lot of my filming, is the main bookcases. So this is my cart. I have like my annotation stuff on there, bookmarks, all the book trinkets I get from like book events. A lot of that stuff is here. Pens, for annotating, like all that stuff's on here. So let's move this out the way so we can get in here. And then also on here is like my scanner. You can hear it. Look, I've never even used this Kindle purse. Corinne's bookmark. This is from Southern Hearts. What else is on here? This is the scanner, I think. I don't know what this is. I think it goes to the scanner. I'm not sure. Anywho, so this is and then at the very bottom, those are books I have from the library. Okay, so let's get into the bookshelves. This is the main bookshelves, the ones behind me when I film. And before we go through over this, I don't have a real rhyme or reason on how I have books on my shelves. I did initially, but then, it just became overwhelming, and I just kind of put things where I can get them. Up here, all of this is Desiree books. If I can get you up there. All behind there, too. These are all Desiree Granger. Here, at the very top in the middle, is the top shelf to my Takara Allen collection. Up here in the front is all Casey Mills. Now, the only thing I do that has a rhyme or reason to it is I keep all authors' work together. And it gets difficult because sometimes, if I order something new from an author, I have to go and find where the fuck they're at, because I unfortunately have not listed it in my library yet where everything is. Behind Casey Mill is Lady Nisha. So that's all her books up there that I have. Then we'll start with this one on the left. Under the first shelf, because this is the top, of course. This shelf started out being like old school books, as you can see. So Triple Crown books and Treasure Hernandez, Anna J, Nisa Santiago, this is my Darren Lee books. Behind here though there's so much stuff here. Danielle Marcus, Eric Jerome Dickey, Treasure Blue, Vicky Stringer. So yeah, this particular shelf has like all your old school stuff. I think there's Nikki Turner. I don't even know all of what's up here right now. Okay. But this is definitely, it started out as an old school shelf. So it has a lot of old school people on it. Now after that, again, no rhyme or reason. These are Natavia's books right here. And here. Then who's this right here? Dean Koonin. Anthony White. Like some people are like, I only have a one book by them, so you only see like one book by them. Let me get a little light so you can see in here better. Actually, I have lights in here, but I'll use this as well. Okay, so Fatima Moreau books I have here. What else is in here? Hold on. The light up. These are random ones because these are like one-offs. Tatiana's in here, Sabrina Eubanks, and Chrissy J. And like these said, these are one-offs. These are a couple one-offs, Dean Koonin and whatnot. All right, next shelf down. This is Elle Kaysen, all of this. Well, this is it. So behind here, this is all Elle Kaysen, as you can see. Let's turn the light on it. But yeah, all Elle Kaysen right here. So for this Tayana, I just had to get her in somewhere. So listen, baby, we have to use all spaces available. We have to use all space available. So I will stick somebody in between an author if I have to. And then what is this? This is Lore. I just stuck her in front. Bam. All right, who's here? I know there's some Eric Gray here. I'm not sure who this is. I think these are one-offs. Letitia Rayner is all over here. Like, so all these in here, you can see, they're all Letitia Rayner. All these and these back here. And some of these down here, as you can see, Letitia Rayner. Okay, next one. These are kind of one-offs. This is Rukaya. I actually need to do an author you should know on her. Renita Walker, I would love to do one on her. They just don't have a whole lot available. So I could tell you about them, but I don't know if you'd be able to get anything. These books are very old. This is Brie Monet, Miss Lady P, some Katie Harris, Deza Moore, some Thigh, Danielle Santiago, that's my girl. That's a one-off, Lakeisha Johnson. And then all of these, you can see, all of these are Angela Day, because that's my dog. I love Angela Day's work. Okay. What's down here? Courtney Irvin. These are like one-offs. There's some Eric LaSalle. Treasure Blue. Why is Treasure Blue down here? I know there's a Treasure Blue up there. Don't even get me started. See, that's the type of stuff that irks me. So I need to put them together. Kevin Elliott. Yeah, all this is Kevin Elliott. Kevin Elliott or K. Elliott, depending upon how he writes. Yeah, so you can see there's like a gamut of things down here. There's Treasure Blue down there, some more of it. And then these are one-offs, I guess. I need to get that other Treasure Blue one down there. Okay, then back to the middle. Again, going to the top, like I said, that was Takara Allen. This is the second Takara Allen shelf, and then this is the third one. So that is my holy grail, because you know she's my favorite. So boom, 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 those three right in the middle. Underneath her, we have some Antoinette Sherrill. All of this is Antoinette Sherrill. Who is this right here? Oh, K.L. Hall. This is Kimberly Brown, but I do have Kimberly Brown in another spot, but this is because this was her and Aisha Brie together. I didn't know to put it with her, with him, with Kimberly, or with Aisha, so I just threw it separate. And as you can see, there's some Gabrielle G. I need to get to her at some point. Elma Daris, Crystal Armistead. yeah. This one, these are one-offs. These 3 here actually came from like free books at the library that I just picked up. Deanna Gray, Carmen Lee, James by Percival Everett here, Trees by Percival Everett, Sky Full of Elephants I want to get to, like everything I want to get to. Other Side of the Tracks, like, yeah, so these are just randoms. These are just more randoms. Color Purple's down here, which I want to read. I have never read the book. Of course, I've seen the movie a billion times. So yeah, you can see, take a look at those random people. Shay Sanders. I only have that one Shay Sanders book. I only have that one Tracy Brown book too, which is weird, but that's the only one I have. And down at the very, very bottom, it's hard to even get down here. This is gonna sound terrible, but all these books are by white authors. Look, there's my Outsiders. My Jody book, my Marie Antoinette. Yeah, these are books by Caucasian authors. Yeah. Don't judge me, people, okay? Listen. All right, back up at the top where Desiree is. Underneath her is Nicole Jackson right here. And there's a big gap here because I have a lot of Nicole Jackson books coming. She's going to have to be moved because I literally probably have like... How many coming? I have like 7 in the first order and probably 12 in the second. So yeah, it's gonna get hectic over here. So I don't know if I'm gonna move all this out and put all the rest of her in here or what. I don't know because I don't have anywhere else for these ones to go. So yeah. Anyhow, this is Black Lavish. Mercy Kim. I have that one book by her. And then these are all Kels Kimberly and Carmen Scott. These are Amali. These are Tina J. And then we hit down to the next one. And this next one, these are all Hispanic authors. Actually, these are not all Hispanic authors. These are people of color. So Hispanic, there's some Hispanic, there's some Native American. I think there might be some Middle Eastern too. So you can see like all of that's in here. Because, baby, I do love... I haven't read... I read these. I haven't read these yet. I've read a lot of the Hispanic ones already, though. I haven't gotten to the Native American ones that I have. But, yeah, this is, like, the whole shelf. Like I said, it's, like, people of color. And then, that was the whole... At least that was originally how I had it set up. And I've kind of just let it stay that way. Okay. Down here, next row down, these are like one-offs. This one's out. Jesus, okay. Note to self, change the battery on that one. Okay, so these are randoms, but these are back here are all Jessica Watkins. Let me see if I can just move these to show you. It's a little bit of Jessica Watkins that I have. I love Jessica Watkins. I would have done her whole catalog, but yeah, she has a lot. She's been writing for years. These are one-offs, some Bella Grace, Portia Jade down here. These are M. Monique books right in the front. Back here is a whole slew of Robin, author Robin here. And then, who are these back here? Let's take a look. These were newer. Airy Sky, Delaney, Diamond. Okay, Portia Jade, Okay. But these were my M. Monique books that I had just got not too long ago. I just stuck them here. Because like I said, I stick things wherever I can get them. Next row down. This is Aisha Bree back here. We got some Shantae Keys. We got some one-offs. Some that Camille V, Gloria Perry. These are all James P. books. Who's behind her though? Oh, Arabia. Let me show you my Arabia because Arabia is one of my favorites. One of my old school favorites. The Arabia books. I have some Dandish Moreau right here. And these are all Arabia. In front of these. Behind these James Peace. Some Dominique Thomas as well. So this is a good this is a good one right here. Okay, these are some good ones right here. Okay, and then like I said, the James Pease goes here. Let me put the other one back. So I'm making a mess for y'all. I've had people ask me to do this before, and I was like, but I was like, oh, now I'm doing YouTube. We'll put it on YouTube. Okay, because it's gonna be long. Oh, down here at the bottom, we got a Tay Monet, we got Brianna Michelle, we got some Genesis, some Shantae Moore. This middle part, all of this, Be Love. Every bit of this is Be Love, okay? And then this is all Connie Easton at the end. All Connie Easton. Damn. All right, let's move it on. So that is, and wrap up, the main one. Hold on a second. So as you can see, that's the main one. And then off to the side of my chair is another one. So we'll do this one next. Okay. Girl, there's no rhyme or reason over here, okay? So up on these shelves on the wall, Brisha Day, Nadir, DeAndre Kravlik, and that's Sion Lee and Nana Malone right there. We got here Britt W, Ms. Wright, B. Nicole, Natural Antoinette, Rowdy Ruski. There's all types of stuff in here. This is my Christmas decorations up right now, so it's really, really crowded up here. But what's in here? Let's take a look. Okay. Shawnee Davis, or Lori Wallace, Sapphire, Andy Brooks. What's behind them? Look, so can you see all of that? Is there ML Bash back there? Is that ML Bash? No, that's Cammy. Is that Cammy? Who is it? Yeah, it's Cammy. Who else? I don't know. Look, you can see all of that back there. Well, anyways, that's all of that. It's kind of like randoms. There's some more Miss Wright right here. Why is Miss Wright here and here? So you like, don't get me started. That drives me crazy when I do that. But a lot of times I was just trying to get stuff where I could fit it. Rodney Lamar, Dorothy, Elizabeth Love, Mika Everett. And then this is all Tracy Dion, the Oathbound series or whatever. Okay, next one down. This is my dehumidifier or my diffuser that I run when I'm reading, you know, for ambiance. Anyhow, okay, so moving right along. Where is that? Okay, down here. This is a bunch of Talina Tillman. This is my let me move it out the way. This is my diffuser. It helps with ambiance, you know. Talina Tillman. There's my Brienne Dene. Oh shit, that's my Brienne Dene. I just had a shitload of Brienne Dene come in. That's why I'm sitting here like, wait, that's where Brienne Dene is? Okay, yeah. Where the fuck did I put this over? Okay, sidebar. Gotta find the rest of the Brienne Dene because I just had a bunch of her Bree-tober, a bunch of Brienne Dene come in, and I totally didn't put it with this one. Anywho, Sunny Giovanni, Sherelle Green, Winter Time, Hydea, who else? Look, I don't know if her name's Lakai, Indica, yeah, Shelly Marie, Tarika B. Okay, all of that's there. And then what I just took down, I'll show you. These just came in too. And this is a shitload of Kennedy B. But I have Kennedy B somewhere else and I have to find her, so I have to put them together. So that's why I kind of just stuck her there for the time being. Moving right along. Right here on the next one, Chanel Parker. Behind Chanel Parker, do I really want to move this? Do I like y'all this much? Do I really like y'all this much to go through all this trouble? Let's see. Behind Chanel Parker so this was supposed to be my fantasy bookshelf, but yeah, I don't read as much fantasy as I do everything else, so it kind of got dwindled down to like just this part right here. So these are a bunch of fantasy books. And some other stuff sprinkled in, like some India Ray, W.S. Greer, who I want to try. I've never read. Tina Martin. These are my Denisha Diamond and Misha Mink books. And then back here is Neil Schusterman. What's her name that does the 5th season and all of that. N.K. Jemisin, Ayanna Gray. And there's some stuff back there too. I don't even know what that is right there. I don't feel like pulling those out. Yeah, you're gonna get what I feel like pulling up. Sorry. Right here we have, who do we have? Latoya Nicole, Ella Burke, Andrea Valentine. Back here, can you see all of those? Random one-offs. These are all, oh, these are the Brienne Dene ones. I did throw them down here. Okay. Note to self. Okay, those are there. Those are there. We gotta, yeah, okay. All right, sorry guys, working it out in my head in real time. Who else? These are one-offs. Let's see. Asar. Who's Love on the Run? Libria Carp. The Streets Raise Me, Mystic Stream, Dope. Like, these are randoms, yeah. And then there's some more fantasy back there. Let me see if we can get the light back there. See, more fantasy back there. See how I had the little dragons and shit? Like, yeah, it was supposed to be a whole fantasy theme over here. But, like, yeah, I just don't read enough, and I needed the room. So, that's what happened with that. And let's go to this very bottom, if I can get down here. Ugh. Down here, who is it? Chanel Parker? Why is it Chanel Parker down there? Because I know I have other Chanel Parkers. Don't even get me started, you guys. Randoms. Nay. Rose and D Rose. Who else? Meldahl. Those are the only 2 Meldahl books I have. My Mercy B. I actually have some Mercy B in print. Just these 2. God damn, I wish I could have got more when I was thinking about it. And then these are all Lucinda John. Don't look at my dirt. Yeah, these are all Lucinda John here. But yeah, do you see that? Mercy B, you see that? If you know, you know. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, let's move on. On the other side of my chair, where the makeup is, there are more books on shelves here. These are all Hispanic or I think these are all Hispanic. No, they're not, because there's Cynthia White. These are all Hispanic right here. These ones, Hispanic authors. But this one up here got some Victor Martin, got some Cynthia White, and then there's a Hispanic author up there. Yeah, okay, so let's move around. I'm getting that winded, guys. Okay, and then after this incredibly crowded area, this makeup, there's my vanity. Don't look at her because she's dirty. She's a junkie right now. But yeah, there's my vanity where I do my makeup. And right behind her is another bookcase, okay? Whew. So this one, this is my newest bookcase in here. So like a lot of the more recent books I got from events are over here. But a lot of Southern Hearts over here. So this is all Jacques Welgier. And at the very end and going straight back is Neek Mills. But other than that, from like, you can see from here over, all Jacques Well. Yeah. And then, first one, these are, my special edition Evan Latrice books. And these were the regular ones, some regular Evelyn Latrice I had before I had the special edition ones. Some Indian Norfleet, some Reese, some Tosh Marie, some ML Bash. Damn, there's ML Bash over here too. Fuck, did I see ML Bash over there? Okay, note to self. So one of my projects this winter was to go through this like this and put everybody together. Again, Kimberly Brown is all here. Next one down. That is Siobhan Latrice's Crenshaw King. not all of them though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's all but Banks. Because at the time she didn't have Banks when I ordered. Banks wasn't even out. Alicia J, Jill Hunt, Simone, Shea Marie, and who's here? This is Treasure Milan. This is Aubrey Penn. Although I have some more Aubrey Penn that I just got in too, so note to self. Lisa Austin. I don't think she's all of this back here though. Is she all of this back here? I think she's just the stuff in the front. Oh, it's Kennedy B. Okay, cool. Let me grab this. I'm gonna grab these now and put them with the ones that just came in. Sorry. I'll just edit that out. You'll be fine. All right. Let's go to my little Golden Girls. Anywho, next one down. This is all Lakia, I believe, all the way back. T. Lynn, Sky Moon, Jessica A, K. Renee, Rose M, Kayla Sean, this is all Takara. This is my Love Belvin shelf. Love has her own shelf right now. I don't know for how long, because if I get any more, I just got 3 more, another series in from her. I can fit here, but after that, Baby Love's going to need more room. Then lastly down here, we got Barbie, Scarlett Bobby Amore. Is she the same person? I don't know. She writes under both names, and I just put them together. Damn, there's another Brianna Michelle book there. Shit. Okay. Millie Belizaire. And then some randoms. And then this is all Miss Candace right here. All right. Over here, randoms. Random. Some J. Laura. Those just came in not too long ago. T.N. Jones, Nia Moore, Ty, K.L. Hall, Carolyn K, Monique Shanae, Tosh, Brandy Eccles. Up here you got Seven McCrae, Rose Dior. Okay. So that's all this wall behind my vanity. Moving right along. Okay, and then we'll go like behind that green one is this one. At the very top, and I'm not going to move it, guys, because there's too much stuff up there, but that's all Keisha Irvin books. Maybe I'll move it. Because, you know, I like to brag on my Keisha. You know what I'm saying? I like to brag on my Keisha, if you could see what's up there. Oh, that's my Keisha. Here is like my Ashley Antoinette and Shaquavius. It's mostly just the cartel. Some Dope Man's Wife, Dope Fiend, Birds in the Sky by her, Moth to a Flame. I do not have Ethic. I would love to have Ethic, and Butterfly, but I did not have them. Who are these from? A.C. Taylor. That's RB Pen. That's the other RB Pen. Okay, gotta remember that. All right, these are random. So this is Victoria Lisette. Some Charity Shane. I think these are all Charity Shane behind here. Yep, all Charity Shane after that. Some randoms. And then Wahida. I'm not sure. I don't think I have the full Thug series yet. Not really sure. I don't know. I never really looked. I mean, I have, but I haven't in a while. And then down here, this is Nina's shelf for the most part anyway. So yeah. All of the Front Street and On Us. My Hassan, Clearwater Reckless. That's my Reader's Ave badge because, baby, I was living for being in that damn group. And then she shut us down. Look, this is my Lake bookmark. I got the little hands bookmark. I love that. Avery and Lake. Yeah, I have everything from Nina. Except I don't have like the cookbook and the journal because I don't want them. I just want her books, actual books. I actually have another Hassan. Mind your business. It's never even come out the package. Mind your business. Yes, and then I have like, you can see I have like part 2 in paperback and hardback. And then Street Corner Symphony in paperback and hardback. I got the Porter Archives volume 1 and 2, and then I have it all together. Like, Nina put it out, I just be buying shit. Like, I love Nina. Behind Nina here is some Love and Lee, and Madam Wise on the end. Nina writes anything else, those will be moved, and, you know, everything go right back with Nina. All right, next shelf. These are very, very random books. You can see this is my Kennedy book. I still have yet to, I have a thing for the Kennedys. Mind Your Business. It's hard for me to read though, so I kind of end up listening to stuff like that. The Shack, Queen of Sugar Hill, I want to get to that. Somebody just did a review on it, and I'm like, I gotta get to that. Author's Son. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Drama, Another Man's Girl by Sydney Little. If you know, you know. Excuse my remote. And then there's like Joy Deja King down here. This is like some more old school urban fiction. Willie Dutch, yeah. Nichelle Walker, Caleb. Denise Miller, which I really need to do an author you should know on her. Okay, and then this one. And then back here is some Kaylin. And then some more old school. So Noir. I didn't even know I had Noir. That's wild, B. You know, sometimes I don't know all that's here. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. All right, down here we have like some what do you call it? Autobiographies like Bobby Brown, Barack Obama, Mrs. Wiggins by Mary Monroe. I think my son bought me that. I have this hip hop book my girlfriend brought me for like a table, you know, go on your coffee table. There's some masterpiece down here. Lala Clark. I bought a book by Cold. Haven't read it yet. So much I haven't read. Max Israel, bought his book. Didn't read it yet. This is Quan. I do have 2 Quan books. I don't really read Quan though. Gloria Velez's autobiography. Lester. Shakira Renee. Hey, this is down here. I want to read this book. Church Girl. And then Sister Soldier's back there. And just don't even look at the Sister Soldier, because guess what? I really don't care for Sister Soldier. I would repeatedly try to read Sister Soldier, but I don't enjoy her work. Okay? So that's that whole shelf. I was going to say lastly, but this ain't exactly lastly. Okay, so then over the bed I have shelves. Okay, so Holy Grail, Game of Thrones. I am a huge Game of Thrones fan. And so this is my George R. R. Martin Game of Thrones shelf. My Jon Snow, my Daenerys, my dragon. I want a dragon. And Hedge Knight, some of his other stuff up there as well. Fire and Blood. Here is Rebecca Yarros. I don't want to hear it, okay? It is what it is. I read Fourth Wing. I read Iron Flame. And I haven't read Onyx Storm because I'm conflicted. In the middle, you're going to get some old school urban fiction. Omar Tariq, not really a fan of him anymore, but you know, still a classic. Some Kiki Swenson in there. Over here, some Octavia Butler, some Karen Williams. If you remember Karen Williams, I recommend highly The Demise of Alex Van Camp, hugely. And then King Benjamin Lamart's Brown. This is my Jay Bernay shelf. I listen, she irks my entire soul because of how she's done our readers, but that girl can write, and I love her books, and so she has her own shelf. Okay. At the top here is gonna be Jackie Chanel. All of that is her. Down below here, this first part is all NACO. Now, again, NACO is another one I am conflicted with because I have these, but I just placed a huge order with NACO for her Black Friday sale. I did the whole Underworld series, which is like 18 books by itself. And then a couple more. So, yeah, don't know where she's going. Sheree Lewis is all of this. All the rest of this is Sheree Lewis. I fucking love Sheree Lewis. And she has like some of the best covers in the game. And at the end of charade, you will see those are my special edition Harry Potters. Deal with it. I know J.K. Rowling is horrible, but my kids love Harry. Harry holds a space in our hearts. This is a whole Elin Harris shelf. She's on lean. I don't even know how she's still up. And then here we have Jasmine Barber, Shannon Holmes, Shanetta Marie, and Ivy Simone. This is a great, this is a good shelf right here. You feel me? This is a great shelf right there. Okay, moving right along to our last location. Okay, lastly, TV. That is my desk. That I really just house this shit. You see these? Sorry. You see these books right here? These are duplicates, baby. These are all books that I have to give away. This shelf here, this shelf houses the new books, the books that have just come in before I catalog them, and put them away. So that's why they're there. So I need to use it more like for roll storage, but like I'd like to have somewhere to keep the new ones before I can get to them, because I can't always get to them right away. I don't even have anywhere for them to go at this point. But down here, up underneath the desk, you will see Jazz B, Carmen Morel, Parker Jones. Down here, some Ray Anderson, Miss Latricia, Nika Michelle. Here you have some Katora B, some T.S. Martin, Nina Michelle, T. Blakely. Down here some randoms, but mostly it's Maya. A few randoms. Over here we have Cash and Serafini, some Daisy Savage. And then lastly down here, Kira, Lady Lisa. Can you see this? Sean. Didn't even know I had a Sean book. I think someone bought that for my birthday. Yeah, so that's it. That wraps my Bookshelves tour. So yeah, I have a few spots where I can put up some more of those floating shelves. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put a couple up here above. I got a couple more spots for the floating shelves. Other than that, yeah, we're tapped out on space, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because obviously not buying books is not a thing for me. So I have to, I gotta figure it all out. Yeah, I gotta figure it all out. But hope you enjoyed that. It was kind of fun. I liked it because I've located some things and figured some things out that need to be moved around now. Yeah, so that was fun. Anywho, thanks for watching and have a good one.